Okay, this is for the newbies, so if you guys have been building for a while, this probably isn't going to be very helpful for you. But when you first come in and sign up with a new account, right, you're going to come over here to settings, and in the general tab, you're going to go down here. You can change your brand color if you want to, and I'm going to make this a little more foresty green. Oops. Gotta make sure you save that if you change that color. I do that all the time. Click on OK so that it saves. And you can also change your account logo and rename your account. Now, I already did the account logo, but it'll come up with just the robot head there, and you can put a picture or something in there. Then you're going to go over to channels. You signed up for the account. It should have prompted you to make a web chat. If it didn't, you won't have any web chats. You'll have to create one, and you'll give it a name, and this is your main bot. And you'll want to put a welcome message or a custom message that you create. And as you build more web chats and as you get more deep into this and want more solutions and more functions that the bot will do, you'll probably create more web chat. Once you have your welcome message selected here, if you're going to put your chatbot on your website, then this is where you would add your website URL so that once you upload the script, it doesn't give you an error saying you don't have permission. You can also have some conversation starters to help, prompt some questions from the user, or you can have a persistent menu where you just have some buttons or some text that's there every time they open up the bot. And then the other options that you can have here, again, your brand color, you can choose the template that you want to use. I think template 1 is the one with the rounded corners. I like that one. And then you can customize your chatbot, of course. We have the option to do that now with CSS. That's a whole nother class too. So a whole nother video. But basically this is your web chat. This is your bot. And now you're going to go into the settings once you have a web chat created. And you're going to go to integrations, OpenAI. And this is the AI model that you're going to be using. So you have to go in here and put the knowledge base that you have, the business information, the instructions, into this prompt. This is going to be your main prompt, or the brain of your bot, the main brain. And then any functions that you want it to do, and we'll talk about those, but when you create the bot, like the basic bot, you can go talk to it and it's going to have, even if you don't put any information in here, it would answer questions because it's a large language model. It's going off of ChatGPT or Gemini or Claude, whichever one you're going to use. But there again, if you use Claude or Gemini, that's more advanced. You have to have your own API. And again, another video. Just keep it simple and just get your bot working. And what I would suggest is keep it simple. Get the main bot done, make sure that works and you understand it, then start adding different functions that you can think of and solutions that you want to create with your bot for this business. But for the most part, you're going to come in here, put in the information into the main prompt, and then click continue. Your bot is basically active right now. So if you want to put this on your website, you're going to go to this web chat, grab the code, and then you have to go to your website and you have to be able to log in and add code to your website. And then you're going to go to your web page and you have to be able to edit your web page. So you have to be able to be in the code editor so that you can actually paste the code, the script for your bot. So then when you preview it, you see it's here. Your bot's actually on your page. Now, this doesn't work because if you get this error, I just made a new page and put the script on this page, but I have it on my home page. The bot is here on this page. I only have it on this page and a couple other ones, but it's active here because I installed that script in my header, and then I went back to my web chat and I made sure that I have the URL for my website here, because that's why I'm getting this error, because I don't have this page URL authorized to show that bot. Hopefully that makes sense. So that's how you would get it onto your website. These are some of the different channels that you can hook up your account to, hook your bot up to. Facebook and Instagram are going to be a big one. You definitely want to do that. If people are using social media, you want to get them hooked up and have a comment tool set up. You can send text messages and put broadcasts out, or put, a drip campaign together and send in either SMS or email. You can have voice hooked up, or you can have it, do voice calls, and there's so many things you can do. But I would suggest, like I said, keep it simple and do one thing at a time. Figure out what it is you want it to do, make it do that, understand it, make sure that it's functioning, doing that, then move on to something else that you want it to do. And there's a lot of help that you can get. You see this little assistant guy over here. So you can go in here and chat with the assistant. This is CBB's bot, and it's pretty good. It'll direct you where you need to go if you have questions, or it'll set you up with a service person that can help you. But it also has documents, and this is super powerful. I would suggest that before you ask a question in the chat or in the Discord or on the page, go type in what you're looking for here and read through the instructions. Like, here's the import products. If I was doing an e-commerce one, I would click on this, and it's going to run me through all of the steps. It tells me where to go in the program, which category I have to click on, and take me to e-commerce, where I add my products. It's going to talk about how to put the information on the cards, how to import it from a Google Sheet. There's a lot of stuff in here, and they're really good about going step by step what you need to do. Now, if anything in there you find doesn't look the same as what you have here, that could be because something's not updated, or something has changed, because they change stuff and update things all the time to give us the latest and greatest, everything, which can be frustrating if you're in here and you think you know where something is and then it changes. But it's all good because we're getting better tools. But if there is something that you find isn't matching up with that, let the support know, and you can just do it right in the chat there on the assistant. Just type in there, hey, I was looking at the doc and this didn't match, or whatever. That way they can update it, because they're really good about that. So that's one way you can get help. The other way is in the Discord. If you're not in Discord on the Facebook page or the Discord, you can go in here, go to the Facebook group, and ask things in here. And there's some community chats in here as well. Or you could go to the Discord, get help. Always check the announcements to see if there's a new video coming up or a new change. Oh, yeah, he's going on YouTube tonight. And don't miss those lives, they're great. But then you can also go in here and under community resources, some of us put our videos in here, and so you can check out things that we've done and questions that we've answered in our videos here. So that's a good place to go. All right, so back to the bot. Now that you have it working, one of the first things that you might want to do is have it take appointments. Now remember, if you want to do appointments, you have to have your calendar hooked up. So if you go into integrations, that's where you're going to hook up your Google Sheets, connect your Google Calendar, connect your Make and Zapier, your PayPal and your Stripe, and any of these others that you want. If you have an 11 Labs account and you want to put your own voice in, you would hook that up here. If you have your own APIs for Gemini and Claude, you'd put those in here. But this is where, when you start thinking about what is it I want the bot to do, there's so many different things. So take it one step at a time. If you want to do appointments, you have to come in here and hook up a Google Calendar. I have one hooked up and connected here. And then you go into marketing and appointment scheduling and put the information. Create a new calendar, name it, set it up the way you want. So now, if I go to my bot, and we'll go to the web chat. You can also go to analytics here and manage all your web chats that you create right here. So if I just open this up, it's going to give me the information for my web chat. If I go over here, I can get the code like we did to go put it on the website. I can get the link and test it out. Now you can't test a web chat like you can a flow with right here in the playground, basically. You have to get the link. So we got the code and put it on the website. We're going to get the link and we're going to go open up a new tab and we're going to put the link in. So this is what you would share for, if you have it in your bio or you have it on your documentation for somebody to go to this link. This is how they're going to enter your bot. It's going to give them a welcome message, whatever that is that you said, and then as soon as you come in here and type, it's going to start communicating with you. And again, you can customize this any way you want. This is just the basic default, or template 1 or template 2, I believe. And now I have e-commerce set up on this, but I'm going to see if it will book an appointment. Hey, can I book an appointment with you? Okay, so it says we don't have appointments. So what is it that you actually sell? Spelled wrong. Okay, it's telling me the right things because I put this in my knowledge base that we sell sunflower, pea, radish, and broccoli, and that a little bit about what microgreens are, and then I want to be able to take orders, right? So let's go show you how I set up the e-commerce. Because if I go in here now and say, oh, that sounds great. Can I order a couple of radish? And boom, there we go. I've got radish. And I can add it to the cart. Now, because I'm going to say 2. And then I can check out. Now, because I added, I'll say pick up in store. I added PayPal and I added Stripe. So I have those options, but we'll do cash on delivery. And then pay $12 on pickup. But I've got to fill this out, okay? Then it's going to give me a thank you flow. Basically, these are all created already. You can customize any of those. But the cool thing is, now I can set this to where I get notifications. So if I go to my inbox, I can see that order, when it was done, that it's not processed because they're going to pick it up and pay for it when they get here. I could chat live with the customer right here. If I wanted to, I could turn off the bot and do my own message right here. Then I could turn the bot back on. The inbox is super powerful. I could also send notifications to admins, tagging and logging custom events. All of that stuff you could build into all of those flows. There's a lot of stuff I can do with the e-commerce, and I didn't even show you the store that comes with that, but I'll do a video just on setting up the e-commerce and how I did that. But the reason that the appointment setting didn't work is because I did connect the calendar. I did go to the appointment setting and fill out everything on the calendar and create a calendar. But what I didn't do is create a function and put it into the bot to tell it when someone asks for an appointment to actually initiate that function. And so I'll do another separate video on that as well, on how to set up an appointment. But the main thing is get the bot working and get it installed on your website or whatever you want to do with it. Then each thing that you want to do, complete that one task, test it out, make sure it's working properly and you understand everything, because even with the e-commerce, it works. I put the order in, but there's so much more I could do with the e-commerce. And so I might want to play around with that and tweak it and get it better before I move on to the appointment setting and getting that functioning and dialed in. So just do one at a time. Take your time. If you have questions, ask. If you want me to do videos on certain things, ask me. I'll try. I hope this was helpful, and I'll try and get a few more up. Like I said, I'll show you the e-com process on setting up these microgreens, how I did that, and I'll also show you how I set up the appointment taking. I'm not doing it on this account here, but I have another account that I did the calendar appointment setting, and I'll go through a tutorial on that one and put it up as well. All right, I'll catch you in the next one.